Welcome back in, flag throwers. It is Wednesday, June 3rd, and we are turning back the clock
Yes,
because it is
sir.
just me and Unk because
Yes,
Luke's
sir.
PTO got approved this week,
Yeah.
and Unk out here trying to impress somebody.
Oh,
Got the
it's
braids
just a
in. Jesus
simple little raise.
Christ.
That's it, man. As y'all, I've been on here looking kind of crazy. I've been growing my hair back out. So, like, I only felt it was right to just remind the people what Unc be working with. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just had to get the braids on real quick. That's it. But
Well, this is my reminder to them that there's a flood warning in their local area when consuming this product because,
yes, but in case my girlfriend is watching, he's just playing. He's just joking.
of course, absolutely, yes, this is
Just
a
joking.
comedic, informative podcast, okay? Half comedic, half informative, okay? That falls into the comedic part of the
That's
category.
my dog
But
right there. That's my dog.
I would take a bullet for this motherfucker. But yeah, welcome back in, guys. We are absolutely on one this weekend
Yes, sir.
because my bachelor party is this weekend, and holy shit, I
Turn me
cannot
up,
wait
man.
for it.
Turn me up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I feel like I've been more excited than everybody. I've been blowing up Hannah's phone. I've been blowing up Cole Haley's phone. I was so excited, bro. I don't think Cole. We talk every day. I don't think the people know just how much we need this, man. We get to
Dude,
celebrate
I'm
you,
so excited to
your
cut
lovely
loose, man.
fiance. We get everybody in one house at one time. What? Oh my gosh, it's gonna be amazing.
And
I'm
I
so
won't say it on the air in case certain people are watching, but there is a title that will be earned this weekend that I'm very
Yes.
excited
Yeah,
about
we
competing
cannot
for.
say yet. Just stay tuned. We'll talk about it next week. We cannot say it this
Dude, I will sell my fucking soul to win this title, okay? I need this in the podcast studio. I need that like I need air to breathe, bro. I need this
fair.
title. So it's my weekend, okay? I have to win this title.
Fair. Fair.
But yeah, so we are fucking on one today. But
Yeah.
before we get started, we are 9 followers away from hitting 750 on
Yes.
TikTok. If you haven't already, please go follow us on there at Flag on the Take. And it can now stream on there. Thanks, TikTok, for that. So if you want to check out some of the streams, you're not a big YouTube person usually, then go ahead, check it out on there. We're 429 subscribers at time of recording. Let's try and get that up, man. Drop a subscribe for my bachelor party gift. I would really appreciate that. But Instagram's going good too, 331 followers there. So love and appreciate all the flag throwers, man. And
Absolutely.
honestly, Luke picked the perfect episode to take PTO for because
Mhm.
this is going to be predominantly an NFL episode anyways. It
Yeah.
has just been news drop after news drop after news drop. So, Luke, enjoy your trip, pal. I'll see you this weekend. But yeah, Jordan got the waves because he knew we were going to be talking NFL this weekend. And he said, this is my part of the show. So, Jordan, as our NFL expert, if you
Yes, sir.
will, let's not keep the people waiting any
No,
longer and get
sir.
into what I think is the most shocking one. I mean, usually what they say where there's smoke, there's fire. I saw a
Mhm.
lot of smoke. I'm like, yeah, they don't have the fucking money to pull this off, but
Mhm.
they did. And then they pulled it off because the Los Angeles Rams
Yes,
are
sir.
trading Jared Verse, the 2024 Defensive Rookie of the Year, a 2027 first-round NFL draft pick, a 2028
28
second-round
second round.
draft pick,
Yep.
and a 2029
Third
third-round
round
draft
draft
pick in
pick.
exchange for the reigning, defending, undisputed Defensive Player of the Year in the National Football League and getting the fuck out of the AFC North, Myles Garrett. Get his ass out of here, man. Done with him. Don't let the
Have
door
you
hit you
ever
on the
seen
way
the
out,
clip?
Myles.
You ever seen the clip of you probably heard the audio, Berleezy, the YouTuber. He was playing The Walking Dead. He was like, I'm tired of her ass. Get her out
Yeah.
of here. That's exactly what
Or
it is.
I know he's a bad person, but it's a funny meme, the meme of EDP where he's like, get the fuck out
Yeah.
of here, bitch. Woo!
Yeah, bro.
Again,
Oh, I'm
bad
telling you.
dude. Do not condone what he did, but that meme is hysterical and perfectly applies here.
Yeah. At Castro 4PF said, and I quote, I'm just glad he's out the north.
Friend of the program, Josh Berman, immediately posted a reaction. Not reaction to the trade, a reaction of, oh, Myles Garrett gone.
Yeah, literally. He's the only reason Cleveland was winning games. So, like, it is.
Oh my God. He would single-handedly beat the Ravens once a year.
Single-handedly beat the Steelers once a year. Like the one year
Oh,
we used to try, or the one game last year, we tried to stop him from getting the sack record, and we ended up losing the game just because we
I
smoked
remember that.
him.
Aaron Rodgers was throwing passes away
The
so
worst
early in the
game,
play.
the worst Steelers game I think I've seen in years. But
They
anyway,
were selling so hard just to try and make sure he didn't get that record. But
But
yeah.
I wanna
So,
know what you feel about the deal for both sides, and then I'll get into
mm,
my view.
well,
Start with
that
the Rams first.
depends.
Start with the Rams first.
Do the Rams win the Super Bowl because of this? Hypothetically,
I
yes or
think they
no?
arguably well, not arguably well, yeah, arguably coulda won the Super Bowl with Jared Verse too. I don't know if it moves the
No, but I'm
needle.
saying, like, for my hypothetical, by the time Myles Garrett either retires or leaves Los Angeles,
Will they
do
have
they win
won?
the Super Bowl? Yeah.
There's a good
Yes or no?
chance. There's a good chance.
I need a yes or no.
Ah,
Just pick one.
I'm gonna say
Uh,
no, and I'll say why. I
okay.
I just don't know if Maddie's gonna stay healthy. That's it.
All right. Well, if the Rams don't win the Super Bowl, then I think the Browns win this deal because Jared Verse is an absolute dog in his own right. The only reason people are shitting on Jared Verse is because of how good Myles Garrett is.
Yeah.
If this trade was just for Jared Verse, like not like Myles Garrett, but if it was like 2 first-round draft picks for
Mhm.
Jared Verse, everyone would be like, yo, Jared Verse is a fucking beast. Like, yada,
Yeah.
yada, yada. We're only shitting on Jared Verse because of how good Myles Garrett is.
Mhm.
So Cleveland got Jared Verse, who is on his rookie deal, 5 years younger, and they get a first round draft pick. And
Mhm.
then the year after that, they get a second round draft pick. And the year after that, they get a third round draft pick.
Yeah.
And knowing Cleveland, they'll fuck it up somehow.
Oh,
But
they're gonna mess these picks up. Yeah,
the
for sure.
amount of accumulation of draft picks, I mean, plus getting Jared Verse, I know he's not going to be 100% of Miles' output, like
Yeah.
volume,
Yeah.
but he's going to be 75 to
He's gonna
80%.
be a stud. Yeah, he's gonna be a stud regardless.
And he's going to be $40 million cheaper.
Yeah, he's still getting better. I mean, he went from, what is it, 4 sacks as a rookie, 7.5 sacks last year. So he's just continuing to build his repertoire. We know he's a good run stopper. He's
Yeah, I was
just
going to
all
say, he's
around
a
good player.
menace in run
Yeah,
defense.
he's an all around good player. So I think he's only going to get better from here. As far as the Browns,
I
like you
mean, the
said,
Rams, like, I like it because you're pushing your chips in the middle. Like, you're
yeah,
going all in.
I
So, like,
understand why they did it.
yeah,
It's just I think Verse could have been a part of your future. Like,
for
we'll get
sure.
into it a little bit later, but there's another team that's investing in their future, which I'm proud of them for, kinda burying the lead there. We won't talk about it yet, but okay. So on the Brown side, you're thinking they're gonna mess them picks up.
Well, I mean, I hope so as a
But on the
Ravens
Jared
fan.
Verse side, good trade because at least they got a young pass rusher that they can
A worst case scenario, let's say they fuck all 3 picks up. They still have a guy who is 5 years younger and 80% as good as Myles Garrett. Like, Myles Garrett is number 1. Jared Verse is, like, top 5 to 8.
Okay,
Like, it's not a significant downgrade.
okay. Yeah, I see that.
And he's only gonna get better. We
Yeah,
keep forgetting that
I
part.
see that. I
Like,
see
he has not reached his ceiling. Like, Myles Garrett has reached his ceiling.
mhm.
He'll stay at this ceiling, but, like, setting the sack record, I would say, is a ceiling.
Yeah, unless you break it again, but I don't think he's gonna do that. That's like a once in a
Well, that's what I'm saying. So,
yeah,
like, he already hit his ceiling. Now, granted, it's a hell of a ceiling, and he's probably gonna stay there for a few more years, but,
mhm.
like, Jared Verse, we haven't seen his best football yet.
Yeah, also true. Yeah, I see what you mean.
But, like, the Rams, now this Ty Simpson pick makes a hell of a lot more sense.
Well, didn't, Stafford comment on it too? I don't know exactly what he said, but I'm pretty sure he was saying that he understood why they did it as far as
Yeah, he
what
said he understood it and,
mm,
like, was fine with it, but, like, at the time, we crushed him for it, but now they said, "Fuck them picks." They don't have a first next year, and then they don't have a second, so it's like they took the quarterback while they had the chance. It just
yeah,
sucks that the class
yeah.
sucked.
I know we say every year that the quarterback class is gonna be better, but I do genuinely think that next year was gonna be better, so I don't know if I would've gave up the 2027. Because think about it, maybe you coulda got I don't think it would've been bad enough, but maybe they coulda traded up for, like, a Arch. Maybe they coulda traded up for, like, a
But I
I don't
think the
know who
Browns wanted that 2027 first, so that way they could be the ones
yeah,
to do
that's
that.
also facts because well, if they get that first, I don't know, like, as far as what their pick situation looks like for future years, I mean, outside of this trade. Um, I'm assuming they're gonna suck, and they still
Yes,
have
they're
their
gonna
first.
suck this
They have
year.
their first for 2027, right? And I mean, like,
Oh, yeah,
outside of the
they're
regular
gonna suck.
oh, yeah, they'll be able to trade up. I think they'll be top 5. If they really needed to get up to, like, 1 or something, they'll probably be able to trade that 2027 first if they wanted to select, I don't know, somebody first overall or whatever. But,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I
But,
see it.
like, the Rams, how do they have any money? Because they signed Matthew Stafford to an extension. Now I don't think he's the highest paid quarterback, but he's one
He's still
of.
getting 60 a year, I think.
Trent McDuffie, they traded for. They gave up a first round pick. They made him the highest paid
Mhm.
corner. Myles Garrett's the highest paid edge rusher. They just traded a king's ransom to get him, and they still have to pay Puka Nakua at some point.
They're on the West Coast, man. That salary cap is just a suggestion. I'm telling you, boy. Them pockets
It's
won't
optional.
You know how you turn it off on Madden? They turn salary cap off.
Oh, what? So they're just gonna move Puka to a kicker so he signs like a $2 million deal?
Yeah, that's exactly what they're gonna we're gonna try Puka at punter for the first couple weeks of the season. Yeah,
Rams
trade him
signed Puka Nakua to a 10-year, $20 million
trade
extension.
him to the Titans as a punter, sign him back for pennies. You know we all do it.
I'm sick to my stomach. But like the Rams, this has to be. I feel like either this year or next year has to be their year.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a 2-year window. Again, I'm surprised. Oh, I'm not really surprised because Stafford is playing still at an MVP level, even getting up. Was he 38, 39 now?
Yeah, I think he's 39. He
Yeah.
literally just won MVP.
Yeah. So like, I mean, while even if he declines, if you only decline a little bit from MVP caliber play, then I'll sign you a 5-year deal. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They signed him to a 1-year extension.
yeah.
They're just gonna keep doing the year by year
So
thing until he's
it's
done.
so his contract's through 2029.
Yeah,
Okay.
2028, 2029, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, something like that. But yeah, again, I don't hate it. I just wish they could have kept Jared Verse, but I understand why they did it.
Yeah, I don't think Braden Fisk was enough.
Yeah. No, I don't.
So
I
I
don't
think that
think so,
like Braden Fisk is good, but he's more of like a defensive
yeah,
tackle.
he
I think they
reminds me of
wanted.
like, who's the homie for the Chiefs that's pretty decent?
Oh, Karlaftis.
Yes, he reminds me of like a Karl Loftus type where it's
And
like,
I don't think Byron Young is good enough either to get that
no,
deal over the hump.
I don't think so either.
So I think it had to be Jared Verse because the Browns GM literally said that like we hung up until they included Verse. Then we
Mhm.
finally answered the call.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Dang. So they were trying to
like
make sure they got somebody.
they said they would not do the deal without Verse, no matter what.
Okay.
So
That's crazy.
good for them, I guess. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see how this Rams team plays out. They're definitely the odds-on Super Bowl favorite right now, according to all the sports books. So we'll see. The Ravens were the odds-on favorite. We saw how that went.
Yeah, I
Putting
picked
salt in my
y'all.
own
I
wound.
I definitely picked y'all.
I picked us too. Shit. But another team that made another move. Now this move we saw coming.
This isn't even
Um,
barely news. Yeah.
Diana Rossini literally saw coming. Anyways, yeah. So the Eagles traded AJ Brown to the New England Patriots. He's reuniting with Mike Vrabel
Hannah received
for.
she went on ESPN and said, "Well, yeah, um, anyway, no, let me stop. Let me stop."
Dude, I just know Rossini mad as fuck. She couldn't have been the one to break that news.
Oh, she broke it news. They broke the news already. Oh, man.
That's not the
No.
only thing that was broke,
No,
anyways.
that's what I'm saying. A home was broken. Two homes
Especially a
were
guy
broken.
like Rabel, Jesus Christ. But anyways, moving on. Um, yeah, so AJ Brown traded from the Eagles. Finally, Jordan Mailata literally came out and was like, "I'm just glad this is all over."
Yeah, it's been such a freaking and then he had an interview with, what's the black, ESPN, reporter? She did an interview with Jalen Hurts. You know who I'm talking about. She's always on
Malika,
is it NBC? Say it again?
Malika Andrews.
I think so. I think so. Um, but she did an interview with Jalen Hurts, not Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown discussing his relationship with Jalen Hurts. I just watched this today, and he said they haven't been close, like as close as they were for years. It was just the fact that their offense was still humming, so, like, nobody really knew, but, like, everything's not clicking. Then you see that Jalen Hurts doesn't come to his wedding and, like, all this other stuff, and you're like, they were, like, best friends, like, their first couple years, so, like, what the heck happened? Um, but again, he just attributed it to people grow apart. He didn't really give or specify, like, a certain reason to it. I think we can all, like, speculate, but, like, we wouldn't know unless we're in that locker room. But he said, you know, he still has love for him, that he still loves him as a person, that he hopes he accomplishes everything that he wants to accomplish in his career. Very interesting interview, so y'all go see it. I'm not trying to plug any other media outlet, but I think that was pretty interesting. Um, but as far as what do you think this does for the Patriots?
So the Patriots didn't give up their 2027 first round pick. They gave up their 2028 first round
Mhm.
pick, which was a little surprising to me. I don't know why the Eagles wanted to wait 2 years to use that draft pick.
I think they knew that they had to get this deal done. So, like, they were like, "Okay, we'll take the 2028," you know? I mean, AJ's still a good enough player to go for a first and like a fifth, which is what he went for. But I think it may have been the writing was on the wall for a long time, and it was just like, all right, okay, let's get this done.
Well, what's crazy is the Eagles traded a first round pick 4 years ago
Mhm,
for AJ Brown. Had him for 4 years, won a Super Bowl,
mhm.
and then traded him for a first
First
round
round
pick.
pick. Yeah, yeah. I think that it attests to the organization and the player. AJ Brown's still a dog. He's still a good player. He's what, 28 years old, so he's still fairly young. I mean, receivers, especially, like, with the way the rules are going, I think they can play for a lot longer. I mean, receivers were playing for a long time anyway. I mean, Jerry played till he was 42. He's an outlier, but, like, he played into his 40s. Steve Smith played into almost 40s. So, like, you know, I think it'll be easy for him to just continue his career on. Do you think and I saw, I don't know, it was like like the Players Tribune, or it was like one of those magazines that wrote, like an article about like a anonymous player in the organization said that, um, they felt like AJ, how did they word it? Basically that AJ, it started because the media was saying that AJ lost a step. And then he was, trying to fight that narrative, and then, with the offense, like, sputtering the way
Being
it did at
ass.
times. Yeah, that it just kinda contributed to, like, a rift in not only his relationship with Hurts, but, like, just the team in general. So, like, my take is, what do you think? Do you think that was the case? Do you think it was just like, I mean, AJ doesn't have any problems off the field, but he's a little bit of a diva,
Yeah.
all receivers are. So, like, what do you think that has any validity, I guess is what I'm asking.
I mean, I would not be surprised if it did.
Mhm.
You know, guys in the NFL, like, have an ego, they're very prideful, so, like, if they hear, like, "Oh, they think I lost a step, watch this," and then you
Mhm.
don't get the ball, then it's like, "Well, what the hell?"
Yeah, facts, facts. I would be pissed too. I don't care how much you
Yeah,
think
so
they
it's
hold
like
the rock. Yeah, facts.
but AJ Brown was always happy with Vrabel, and he was quiet, and they get reunited in New England,
Mhm.
so
And they're gonna throw to him.
Philly must really believe in Mekhi Lemon, and he hasn't even played yet.
Yeah, I don't even well, first and foremost, you're not gonna spend it first if you don't believe him, but I don't even belief aside, you spend it first. So, like, you're gonna throw him in there and see what he has. Even if AJ had stayed, Mekhi Lemon was gonna see that field. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter how they had to divvy up them snaps, he was gonna see the field regardless. Smitty was gonna see the field. Mekhi was gonna be see the field. I think this had to happen because, again, I don't remember times we were asking if AJ was hurt just based on, like, his body language and, like, his snap count. So, like, I'm
Yeah, and
wondering
how
if
he just never got the rock.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, that would've made me think if I think it would've got uglier if they had
Oh!
what happened?
More breaking news. Drake London signs an extension.
Oh, shoot. He probably got a bag too. 100 mil?
Hang on, I gotta pull up Twitter. It's a 4-year extension. Um,
Gotta be 100
it
mil.
doesn't say yet. It just says a massive new contract
Oh, it's
extension.
definitely 100 mil then. He's probably making 30 a year, I would say.
Um,
Alec Pierce making 29, right?
yeah, something like that. It's
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
gonna be in the 30s
Well,
for
yeah, Drake's
sure.
definitely making it in the 30s.
Looking, I don't see anything yet. So
Okay.
yeah, so we'll circle back to that. But yeah, a little breaking news that literally just broke. But back to AJ Brown
Mhm.
and the Eagles. They better hope Mekhi Lemon's good because if after Mekhi Lemon, it's what Hollywood Brown. Like
Yeah, I feel like they signed somebody else too now.
they don't have a big bodied receiver now. I feel like.
No. Mm-mm.
So they're gonna need that. And then on the Patriots side of things, they had to cut Stephon Diggs, who even was actually found not guilty. So that kind of sucks for Diggs.
Mhm. AJ's
But
better than Diggs though, so, like, yeah.
oh yeah, without a doubt. But like if you could have had AJ and Diggs, that
That
probably
would've
would have
been
been pretty good.
great. Yeah, great little duo there.
Yeah, and you got Kayshawn Booty too, who's pretty
Yeah,
good. So
yeah.
they got their bona fide one, but they're gonna have to shore up that offensive line, man.
Yeah, that interior is awful. The guards are trash. I
And
mean,
Will Campbell had a really bad second
he
half.
was getting sat in Drake London's lap, and I'm not even exaggerating. Y'all can go back and watch the Super Bowl. Y'all can go back and watch during the season. Will Campbell had a rough year in general. I
He
mean,
started off good.
yeah, and then I guess, they watched some film on him, and they was like, "Yeah, let's go ahead and get this young boy up out
Either
of it."
that or he got injured.
Yeah, one of the 2.
But yeah, so the Patriots, obviously I think they're gonna have a little bit of a recession. They're not gonna win 14 games again.
Mhm.
But
Do you still think they're wild card though?
Yeah, yeah, they'll
Obviously, I
make
don't
the
think they're
playoffs
winning the
again.
East. I still think that's gonna be Buffalo, but
As long as they don't have a super major Super Bowl hangover or slump because of all the shit going on in the media between Vrabel and Diggs, and
did
now they got AJ
Buffalo or
Brown.
Patriots win the East last year?
The Patriots won it.
Okay, I thought so.
Oh, here's the numbers. 4 years, 141 million worth up to 150 and 100 million guaranteed. Fat stacks.
Make it rain, Drake, make it rain, boy.
What's even the math on that
I don't
figure?
even know, especially with the guaranteed money up front, so, like, I'm wondering what the yearly would be after that.
Well, let's get into it. We kind of covered all our bases unless you have anything left you wanted to say about the Patriots.
Nah, we got it, dude.
What did I say it was? 141. I'm
Yeah,
kind
you
of
said
doing some quick
141.
math here. All right, let's see. 141 divided by 4. 35 and a quarter million dollars a year. So that's market value.
Mhm. And I think
I
Drake
mean,
London's really good.
he's definitely their one.
Yeah, I think Drake's a good receiver. Yeah, I think they need to I don't know, 'cause who they have outside of him, like Darnell Mooney? I don't even think they have
Yes.
Mooney anymore, and so, like, they're gonna have to get him some help, I think, as far as receivers.
Well, I'm more concerned because like who's
Oh,
going to be
they
throwing him
did
the foot?
draft Zach Branch, though.
That's true, but he was like what, a second round pick?
2nd or 3rd, yeah.
Yeah, like so he'll have to prove himself. But like, I'm more concerned about who's going to be throwing him the football because it's either going to be Michael Penis or Tua turn the ball over.
I think,
So
well, we talked about it before. I think we both said we think Tua's gonna have a better year for sure. I think the system fits him better.
I've been watching the OTA clips, dude,
No, he's been
and
looking bad? Don't tell me that.
dude, no, Michael's looked
Oh,
horrible.
Michael Penix looks bad?
So like
Dang.
Tua will throw it like on a dot and hit him like right in the face mask, like on a
Yeah.
line,
Well, Tua's
and
problem
then
wasn't the accuracy, he's just awful in weather games, like, at
and
least he's
then
playing
and then
adult.
Michael will throw it and it's all wobbly and like they gotta catch it like this and
That's
shit.
tough.
And mind you, it's not like 40-yard bombs either. It's like 12-yard outs.
That's tough.
Yeah, Tua's hitting dudes in the face mask and Michael's making them like catch it like
Yeah,
this.
well, we know Tua is an accurate quarterback, he's always been an accurate quarterback. His problem is he can't stay healthy for 1.
He
Secondly,
can't play in big games or
cannot
cold
play in big
games.
games and just can't play outdoors. So I'm glad that they got him in a dome. I think he's gonna have a good year for him. I see him having like a 20, 25 and 10 year. He's having a pretty good, pretty decent year.
So we agree Tua's gonna win the job out of camp.
Oh yeah, for sure. That yeah, no problem about that. Again, like you said, his problem has been the big games and outdoors.
The weather.
When he's in a controlled environment, Tua's great. Yeah, he when he can just sit and process and read and everything is going on schedule, he's great, he's phenomenal, but it just off schedule,
Well,
off
he'll have Bijan and Drake London, so,
right.
like, he'll have a
That's what
bona
I'm
fide
saying.
one. He'll
Mhm.
have a good running game.
Yep.
The Falcons are a better team than the Dolphins, so he'll have more around him. Kevin Stefanski's a good offensive coach, so I trust him to
Their
dial
defense
something
has
up.
turned it on. Their defense was pretty good last year. They still got AJ Terrell. They got a pretty good secondary. Only thing I would probably say is they need more consistent pass rush, but overall, they've been a pretty good defense.
Their offensive line took a big hit with a couple retirements, so they'll
Also
need to
true.
reinvest back in that, but,
Mm.
yeah, I
I think
mean,
Bijan makes
I
up for that a little bit, though.
yeah, I like their odds, though.
Mhm. I think they got
And
a chance
now
to be wild card.
they have both left-handed quarterbacks, though, so they don't have to do any of the flip-flop
Mhm.
crap.
You can run
No
the
matter
same
who's
play.
playing, they're gonna have the same offense.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that was kind of a bit of an unscripted there with that news breaking, but yeah. So, moving on to, I would say this is the most questionable move of the NFL news cycle. The Here we go. Steelers sign Nick Herbig to a 4-year, $100 million contract, 42 million guaranteed, and you guys set NFL history with that extension. Do you know why?
Why?
Nick Herbig is the first player in NFL history to secure a $100 million extension without being a starter for an entire season.
I am not surprised on that. Um, I think one and you also text me this as well. I think well, you said Highsmith. I think either TJ or Highsmith. I think they're gonna keep him on listen. I think they're gonna keep him on rotation this year. I do. Because listen, TJ is already 31. Highsmith is 28. If you keep one of them, you're probably gonna keep the younger one. Highsmith is still one of the better edge rushers in the league. We know what TJ is. TJ's probably not top 5 anymore, but he's still top 10, I would say. Um Highsmith is probably borderline top 10. So I think if you keep him Herbig, we know Herbig. Herbig can start. Herbig can start on a lot of teams. I think this was a good deal. I'd like to see him get those full-time reps. We know he's one of the better, at least speed rushers in the league. He's gotten better in run defense. Um, my only issue is like we know what he does in spurts. Spurts, he's a game changer, but can you do it every down? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
When you're a full-time starter,
This is a big gamble.
this is a very big gamble. Highsmith has shown he can do it full time. TJ has shown he can do it full time. High it's a big gamble for sure. You have to put him on the field.
Well, yeah, you
You
paid him.
you
Now you
have to
have
put him
to.
on the field. He's making 25 million a year. You have to put this man on the field. So like I think especially for the market value of a pass rusher, it's a pretty good deal. But you're also paying him to be a starter. So like I think they're gonna roll with the three of them still for this year. I don't think you have to move on from one of them until next year. I guess the question is who do they move on from? TJ has a massive contract and he's gonna be 32. So that's why I'm saying he's a big
So here's some context
and
for you.
then
So the Steelers are paying TJ Watt $41 million a year, Nick Herbig $25 million a year, and Alex Highsmith $17 million a year. Watt is due $32 million fully guaranteed this year, and Highsmith is due $14.5 million not guaranteed this year.
Mhm.
So that's why I think Highsmith's the one going.
My thing is I think they're gonna keep him on rotation just for this year. And then I think maybe TJ only because the new coaching staff has no if it was Tomlin, I would have thought differently. I thought Highsmith probably would have been gone for sure. But now that we have a new coaching staff, I really do think TJ's like way more expendable, especially with him being an aging pass rusher.
I don't know, man. $14.5 million, you could just add to your salary cap like that with no dead cap.
Yeah.
That he might be a cap
But
casualty.
TJ's value is gonna be more, so that's what I'm saying. I think if you were gonna move on TJ, I think you should have done it this offseason. So I think they kinda shot themselves in the foot with that because I think the value would have been a lot higher, but I guess we'll just have to see with, how I don't know what the market would be for TJ right now, like, maybe a first, if that.
Dude, that would suck because like he was supposed to be like a one helmet guy.
Like, he woulda if we had done this a year or 2 ago, TJ would have gotten, like, a Crosby type deal, maybe a little bit more, maybe. The fact that he's about to be 32 makes me think we might get a first, maybe, if we trade him this offseason, but I don't know. So, like, my thing is, would you do that and then try to go get a quarterback in 27?
Well, yeah, you have to get a quarterback at some point.
That's what I'm saying.
Aaron
So
Rodgers said this is it.
that's what I'm saying. So would you trade TJ knowing that you're gonna get more value out of it? Even though I think you could get, like, a second for Highsmith for sure. Um,
Oh yeah.
would you rather have that second or try to go get that first for Tej and then use that first to go get the quarterback of the future in 27?
I mean, that's the like the brain decision, but your heart, I mean, that's your
I want
franchise
TJ to
guy.
be Steeler for life.
You're gonna piss off your entire fan base by trading him.
From what I've seen, brother, honestly, I've seen some kinda get Tej not let him like, it's the sentiment of, "I love Tej, but just not for 40." I don't like Tej for the player he is right now, I don't like him for 40 plus million. Again, he's still top 10-ish, but he's not that 1 to 2, I'm taking over a game every game like he used to be a couple years ago. That's what the 40 million was for. We paid him because we thought he was gonna be that after having a down year. He was not. Now, granted, he had a better year than he did his down year where he had only like 7 sacks, but, you're not giving me what I thought we were gonna get out of you. Cam Hayward's giving me more for the value than what you're giving me right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, does that make him expendable?
55-year-old Cam Hayward
Him
still out there.
it's still playing like a top 3D tackle, man. I want what he's having. Yeah,
The biggest head in the NFL is still out there.
for sure. Pause. Pause. But yeah. Uh
Well, I still haven't gotten Miss Hizzy's reaction yet to that news, so I'll have to text it to you when it comes across.
Yeah.
But yeah,
for
TJ
the
Watt.
market, it's not too much money. It's not as much as it could have been.
Well, I'll paint this picture. You're paying Nick Herbig and Alex Highsmith the same amount per year combined than as you are TJ Watt.
My point exactly.
So like something's got to give.
But do you think like, what do you think the drop off is from TJ to Highsmith? I think TJ's better, but I don't think it's like crazy right now. I don't.
Highsmith just has like string cheese
Injury,
hamstrings.
yeah, just injury when he's on the field again. He's kind of borderline top 10 is outside backer too, or like defensive end, whatever you want to say. But
Yeah, but those hamstrings are
our Swiss
string
cheese
cheese,
and his
bro.
groin is Swiss. That's what's really been getting him. His groin, them groin injuries is crazy. He better do some abductors or something. He got to do.
Bro, just open the gate, close the gate. Come on. We all do those stretches when we played sports. Come on,
He better
man.
hit that
It
frog
ain't that
pose.
hard.
He better hit that frog.
Yeah,
Pose.
that's come on, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It ain't that hard.
Yeah, man. I don't know. He got to switch something up, man. I think he said he was though from interviews I've watched. Like I watched him on Cam Hayward's pod, and he was saying he's trying to switch up his training and stuff because of like the groin injuries and like the soft tissue injuries he's had. So hopefully he gets that worked out.
Well, something's got to give for the Steelers because you got a new coaching staff. Aaron Rodgers is last year. TJ's aging out, like you said. Same with Cam Hayward. I have a feeling next offseason might be the major
Oh, it's gonna be a
overhaul
shake
here.
up. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a wet. It's gonna
No
be
more Rodgers. Watt could go.
yeah.
Hayward could retire.
Their only reason this year wasn't a shakeup is because they know we still have a semi-competitive roster. So they're like, okay, let's see if we can just add. They made the playoffs last year, barely, but they still made the playoffs. Let's see if we can just add a couple more pieces and see what we got this year. So I think that's
So
what
my thing is I'm surprised they paid Herbig before they paid Joey Porter.
I think Joey's probably gonna. I have a
He's
feeling that
due.
Joey's
You can
deal is
pay
gonna
him.
be. 'Cause for me,
His price is only going up.
yeah, I think Joey might get 30, which is fine considering what the quarter market is right now. But yeah, I think Joey might command 30. And again, he's what, 20, 24, 25. I think you gotta lock him down. The corner's hard to come by. Very hard to come by.
Well, not only that, but like his price is only going to keep going up.
Yeah,
So
especially with the year that he had and he cut down the penalties.
he
Which is
did.
the big knock on him coming out. He only had 6, which I think was like bottom half of the league. I had to go back to the stats and I'm like 100% sure. So like you cut out the penalties, you're 24, 25 years old. You played like one of the better quarters in the league. I'd probably say borderline top 10. We had this conversation.
So
But
here's my thing is that last season he played like top 5. But overall he's right on the cusp of top 10, but if he plays like he did last year, this year like has the same repeat performance, I'm
Yeah.
ready to put him top 5.
My thing is I'm there with you because years before it was like you're showing me promise, but you got to clean up these penalties, bro.
Yeah, was it an anomaly or is this how you're going to be from
That's
now
my
on?
also like, are you having just a Namdi year where you're just like you're locking everybody down, no penalties, or is this going to be consistent? Like, have you really figured it out, or is
Well, the
that just
Steelers can't afford to wait to find out because if
yeah.
they do, his price is going to start with a 4 instead of a 3.
Yeah, and then I also think about the fact that we're still gonna have to find a quarter opposite of him. Like I know you got Jamel Dean's 29, but Jamel's gonna be aging out soon anyway. Probably, we know corner once it's gone, you're
It's
done.
gone. It's
Yeah, so
bad.
like again, Joey's 24, 25. You're gonna have him after the extension for like 4 or 5 more years there. So you're still gonna have to find somebody opposite of him. So you have to lock him down. You've seen what our freaking Mike Mitchell and freaking Ross Cockrell. I bet you I don't even know if you remember these names, Cole. This is like 2016, 2017 dude. They sucked. Freaking Sean Davis.
Who was the other corners you had last year? You had Beanie, you had a couple other
It
dudes. I
was
can't remember their
Beanie.
names.
It was Dante Jackson wasn't last year. Was he
No.
last year?
There was
He
a
was the year
guy that's
before.
like a 7th round pick that like was
It was
like doing
Beanie, it
pretty
was
decent.
Dante Kent, it was,
No, it wasn't a name.
it was, James Pierre,
Nope.
it was, I don't remember.
All right,
You're
let's
not talking
see.
about Slay, are you? No, you said
No,
seven round
it's a
pick.
young guy.
Oh,
Eccles
Trey?
was on there.
Was it, the one that's always hurt?
I think so.
Oh my gosh, he got the dreads. What is his freaking name?
Hang on, I'm looking
Corey
now.
Trice.
Yes,
Corey
yes,
Trice.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Haley's very high on that guy. She likes him a
He's just
lot.
not healthy, man. He's never
Yeah.
healthy. And I'm not high on him only because do you remember what Jamar Chase did to that man? That one
To
game
be
that he
fair,
was starting?
why the fuck was Corey Trice guarding Jamar Chase?
It was the worst corner performance I've
In
seen.
his defense, why the fuck was he the guy guarding Jamar Chase?
That looked like when Artie Burns one-on-one with AJ
Come on,
Green back in
man.
like 2016
Come
for like a
on,
whole game. And
man.
AJ almost went off
Come
for 20
on,
yards on him.
man.
Like,
In his defense, why the fuck was he the one covering Jamar Chase?
my thing is, it's cool to have confidence. Give the young boy some help. You can't leave him on an island with the best
That's
receiver
what
in
I'm
the league.
saying. You guys set him up for
Yeah.
failure.
And then, like, you also got, like, Darius Slay coming out and saying that he didn't know what the hell the Steeler coaches were doing. He's like,
Because
they
here's the
made them
thing. You're in the NFL. You're never going to be like, yeah, man, if you could just, shade the defense over my way, I could really use some help guarding this
yeah,
guy. No NFL player is going to ask for help.
yeah, so he's just gonna sit there and he's just gonna get yeah. So,
Like, he's not going to ask for the
no,
defense to shade to his side. He's
no,
not going to ask for help. You have to give him the help.
yeah. It doesn't help that Darius Slay even was saying in it I think he was on it might have been Joe Hayden and Debo's podcast, I forgot what podcast he was on, but he was saying that the Steelers coach just always told them to trail. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. That's why everybody was just running crossers. Your trail, if you do trail technique running crossers, somebody's just gonna get open up. Like the freaking route that Garrett Wilson ran week 1 against the Jets. And Darius Slay got absolutely
Or Zay Flowers in week 18.
twice.
Dude, it's
Twice.
bad when Chris Collinsworth, of all people, was like,
They're like,
there he
"What are they
is.
doing?" They're like, "What are they doing?" They're like, why would you trail in those situations? Like the coaching was awful. And I'm blaming the players too, because why listen if you know it's something? That's probably why they packed Minka up and got him out there. Because Minka was like, whatever the hell y'all doing is stupid. And they were like, nah. I bet you Minka was calling different plays just because he knew and calling different stuff because he knew what the coaches were saying was bull. Because all these big plays, everything that was
And
happening,
they packed him up for it.
they packed them up for it. Was this happening when Minka was on the field? Yes or no? Was this? No, it was not. They packed my man's up because of that. I'm telling you. Shipped him to his death in Miami. Then he gets traded to the Jets. Like, I feel
Hang
so
on,
bad for Mink,
I
man.
have something for this.
I feel so bad for Mink, man.
Bro, Mika was calling his own plays, and they were like, hey, we're sending you back from where you came.
That's exactly what Colin was like, Mink. I love you. Gotta get the hell up out of here. Try to
Mink,
tell me how
man,
to
you
run the
can't be calling your own plays, man.
what we say? What we say now? Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you something. You gonna tell me how to run my play? I said it last year. Tomlin was to blame for that defense, man. I've been saying it for at least the
Dude,
last couple of
they
years.
really packed your guy up for that. That's
Man,
funny.
I
Now
love
that we're
Mink, man.
talking about it out loud, bro, they really packed your man's up
Mink
for
and
that.
Naj were my favorite Steelers in a while, probably since Bell Brown, Ben. Mink and Naj were my favorite Steelers in the longest time,
Packed him up.
and packed them
Get
both
him
up.
out.
Both of them got packed up. I was hot.
To be fair, you dodged a bullet with Naj because he ended up tearing his Achilles. Not
Very
that
true.
I'm
Not that
happy
it would
that
have happened with
happened.
us, but like, yeah, like in hindsight. Hindsight's 2020. Also, he blew
Yeah.
up. I mean, I think the firecracker incident still would have happened. Blew his
That
eye out.
yes, that still would have happened. But now some minor news. That's all the major news. Odell Beckham Jr., Juju Smith-Schuster, and Braxton Berrios all signed with the New York Football Giants after their recent rash of receiver injuries. And I just want to say, the Giants got the Ravens injury luck. So
Yeah.
what's the common denominator with that? Because
Harbaugh and his training
four dudes have torn their Achilles for the New York Football Giants since John Harbaugh
and his
became the
training
coach.
staff. And not even just his training staff, his regimen. Because Zay Flowers said it, man, that he practices way too hard, man. Something got to give. I'm all for practicing how you play, Also, like when I was playing football, that's how we practice how you play. We were hitting like twice a week, but like outside of the game. So like I can understand that, but again, we're high schoolers. We're not making any money. You can do stuff like that. These
You're
are
not also going at pushing the peak of physics.
yeah, we're like all freaking short dudes running like 5'6" 40s. Like we're not professional athletes out here. So like we're not gonna get hurt doing stuff like that. So like the fact that these dudes are like peak human condition, first and foremost. They're 1% of the 1% all being like millionaires. Um, this is their livelihood. So like first and foremost, think about your players, but also think about your job. Like
Well, he thought he was he thought he was immortal.
I'm like not even in the sense of like yes, care about the players, but also like winning games. Like if you don't have your players on the field, if they are not available, you're not gonna win games. It's common denominator here.
Yeah, 4 dudes have torn their Achilles playing for the New York Football Giants since John Harbaugh has taken over. So, common denominator.
Yeah.
So maybe the Ravens just didn't have bad injury luck. But Yeah, so they're going in. Odell Beckham's back. Obviously, that's the biggest name on there because he's going back. I thought Odell was forced into retirement because he wasn't good anymore. But hey, if he can still get NFL checks, good for him.
Yeah, because I remember he was on the Pivot podcast listing teams, and he was talking about the Steelers. He was talking about being reunited with the Giants. So like he had. Well, I shouldn't say he had interest. I should say that he was interested in playing because he didn't have much interest. Um,
I'm also interested in
I'm
playing
very
at
interested in
NFL.
playing NFL, so, sign me and I'll be a water boy. I don't
This is me. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna use our platform here. I'd like to express my interest in playing for the Baltimore Ravens this
Facts.
upcoming season.
Facts.
I'd like to formally submit my expressed interest in playing football for the Baltimore Ravens
As
this year.
halftime water boy or fourth quarter water boy?
Whatever you need, coach. Expressing my formal
Put me out
interest.
there. What if they're like
Yep.
practice field dummy?
How much am I getting paid?
6 figures, my boy, 6 figures.
Only not 7?
You getting Nah, they're hitting you with 500K. 500K
A year?
to get your spleen absolutely busted.
That's what I'm saying. Like Roquan Smith is going to fold
I'm
me
about
like
to
a
say,
lawn chair.
to be pissing blood every 2 weeks, you're getting 500K.
It's not gonna like paralyze me though. Like
No.
I'm gonna heal in the off season, right?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Are they gonna cover the medical costs?
Yes.
All right, I'm in.
They're not gonna do you how the NFLPA does their players. They're actually gonna cover your wage, and they're gonna cover your insurance.
My last negotiation is that if I die, Haley gets a $10 million life insurance policy.
What if they say 1.5?
5.
Like 5 flat out?
Yeah, like if I die on the practice field, Haley gets $5 million for life insurance.
Okay. Then they say deal. You taking it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're paying the medical costs. I'm getting $500K, and if I die, Haley's life is gonna be changed forever.
My man's
Like-
tipping out his kidneys and liver.
Somebody's gotta do it, bro. Somebody's gotta do it. This house ain't gonna pay for itself, man.
Yo, that's gonna be a lacerated kidney bi-weekly, my boy. Golly, I don't know if I can do it. I'm telling you, I don't know if I can do
Dude,
it.
I'm telling you,
You're gonna
man.
get sawed in half weekly. It's gonna be like
Roquan
Braun
go-
Breaker hitting you with a spear every day. Every day.
Roquan gonna have to fold me like a lawn chair, man.
Okay, question. This has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but what kind of sort of? You know the question where it's like you get paid X amount of money, but like every month or so, Prime Ray Lewis gets to have a shot on you. Once a month, Prime Ray Lewis gets a shot on you. What's your number? Okay, I'll give you one, and you tell me yes or no.
Okay.
For the year, you're getting okay. There's going to be a yearly, but like you're getting the payment monthly. So every month, but it's going to add up to, let's say you get 2 a year, 2 mil a year.
Okay, so I'm making what? Like, what's some math? Like a little under 500K a month
Yeah.
for the rest of my life, as long as I keep agreeing to this.
Yes, and every month, out of nowhere, you could be at work, you could be at a wedding, does not matter. Prime Ray Lewis decks you, and I mean like runs you over, and you have no defense.
I'm good with it. Where do I sign? I
That's my
need it.
dog. I'm doing the same.
I need it, bro.
I'm doing the same.
I need it.
Let's go.
Bro, I'm gonna be out there, be like, who wants burgers? Dude, and you know his ass too gonna wait for it's gonna be like a time where it's like I gotta fix like a light bulb or something, so my ribs are just wide open and just Kia.
He's gonna hit you with the Brian Dawkins. I'm gonna take his soul.
Oh my god, he's gonna wait till I'm reaching for something and just split me in half.
Yeah.
But I'm good with it.
Okay.
All right, last piece of news. Derek Hall signed a 3-year, $42 million extension with the Seahawks. Good for him. That's not really that big a needle
He's
mover.
good on
He's a good
Madden,
player. He's a good player for sure. Don't get me wrong, but it's a news. We're gonna report it.
Mhm.
And then the last piece is that Russell Wilson hangs it up to go do sports, the pregame show for CBS.
Mhm.
So he's gonna be one of the analysts. And
Is it technically a retirement though, or is this a let me see how TV is, and if it sucks, I'm gonna come back?
Yes, because he said he turned down being Geno Smith's backup in for the Jets to do this.
Okay, fair.
But personally, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch Russell Wilson talk. Now, if it's Jameis Winston, I'm tuning in.
Russ is
Same
gonna
thing with
be the
a
thing.
Football Night in America. They got Tomlin on there. I'm tuning in for the first time in my life.
Oh, facts. Yeah.
So Russell Wilson doesn't really move the needle. Good for him. He's still getting paid. Still gets to be around the game, but whatever.
Seemingly a good dude, so I'm happy for him in that sense. I think it was just
Yeah.
time to hang it up, you know?
Yeah, man. So that's, like I said, this was going to be a football episode. Luke literally picked the best week to take some PTO. So,
Mhm.
Luke, I'll see you this weekend, brother. And Jordan, you got anything else left to say to the flag throwers?
Um,
If you're still watching this, by the way, on the premiere, I still might be live streaming the new 007
mhm.
game. So, if I'm still live when you're done watching this, go check that out.
Yeah, pop in first and foremost, yeah, pop into that. I'm telling you, I gotta get my capture card so me and Cole can play together. We got some streams that we wanna have lined up for you guys. GTA
Madden,
6,
baby. Madden,
Madden.
baby. Come on.
Yeah, especially Madden, because that's gonna be the first one, but GTA 6, Madden. So, yeah, I would definitely please check out the stream. Cole works hard, and he's very entertaining. You guys know his personality. And it's the same. I mean, Cole's always the same. That's why I love him. So, yeah, please go check out my boy.
To a fault.
I don't think it's to a fault. I think it's to your benefit. But go check out my boy. Um, as always, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate the support. This episode was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I had a lot of fun on this episode. Um, Definitely had a lot of football news to talk about, so that was good. This is the most football news we've had in I don't know how long. But please like, comment, subscribe, leave a 5-star review. That's not me. I'm not just asking, I'm demanding. Um, but yeah, man, I'm excited for this weekend. I get to see my boy, few other loved ones. We're gonna have a great time, man. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, that's all I got. Love y'all.
Yeah, flag throwers. Ditto to everything Jordan said. Appreciate y'all so much. Make sure to go check everything out. Drop likes, drop follows, drop subscribes. And flag throwers, you know how we end this.
We're not going to apologize for winning.
No,
We
we
are
are not.
not.
We will see y'all next week, and I might be hungover. See ya.